Welcome back to the channel. Andonstar sent me the AD249S-M Plus to review, and today I'm gonna unbox it, build it, and give my honest opinion. The microscope is well packaged, it's neatly organized, and everything to get started is inside this package. Now let's get this built. There's a manual included, but that's more about the operation. You use a different sheet that contains the components list and the assembly steps, and with that you put it all together. There are 8 assembly steps on this sheet, and sometimes I had to check twice before I put a part on if I had the right orientation. These are the helping hands. You can choose to do it by the manual, take it forward, but you can also turn it around and put it backwards so you have more space to work on. If you're not going to use the helping hands, just don't put them on. Adjusting the lights here, I'll come back to that later. This is one of the pros. This is the tool holder. I haven't used it yet. Maybe I'm gonna remove it, or maybe I can find a purpose for it. After the tool holder, we're gonna attach the beam. This is the most important way you attach your microscope to. Before you can mount your microscope, you do have to remove the lens first. And when you aligned and tightened it, you can reattach the lens. There are 3 lenses included, and this way you can swap them out real easy. The extension base is the plus in the product name. The extension base provides you with storage for your parts while you're doing your project, and it keeps your working space organized. You put them together like little Legos and you slide them around the base. Also, in this case, if you don't need them, you don't have to add them. And we're gonna finish it all with a silicone mat. There we go. After we put the provided SD card in, we're gonna hook it up to power and start it up for the first time. My first impressions are good, real good even, and they only get better. The image you see here is with the standard A lens attached, and it's a height of about 17 centimeters. That's a lot of workspace you have there. The microscope comes with 3 different lenses. This is lens D. It has the biggest magnification, and you can use this to look at the biological slides. The images it provides are beautiful though. This is lens A. It has the smallest magnification. You can use this to show whole or partial coins, stones or plants. Or in my case, to start soldering with, because I'm not used to solder with a microscope yet. It gives a really good and clear image. It did make me notice that soldering is not clean. You can see the mess you left behind, something I didn't notice before without soldering with a microscope. It is something that is different and you have to get used to it. That is looking at a monitor and put your hands somewhere else to do the work. It's orientation, but I'll get used to it, and the images it provides are really good. Here we get to lens L. This one is meant for soldering and repairing small parts. As you can see, you can inspect the SMD parts really good, and this is without the digital magnification. Obviously, these parts are not soldered by me, but by PCBWay, and they did a good job. First thing you have to do in the menu is set your date and time, otherwise you can't find your footage on the right time and date. I'm using the onboard buttons to navigate to the menu, but you can also use the remote control to do that. You can set your language. Since there's no Dutch in the list, I'll stick with English. HDMI output 50 or 60 kHz. You can format the SD card or turn on the Wi-Fi to control and record this from the app. You can choose different resolutions for the recordings. Let's take a look at the pros. While we talk about the pros, you'll see in the background the footage of all the accessories that come with this digital microscope, including the manual that is very complete and everything you need to know is in there. First of all, it's an easy assembly. Everybody should be able to build this following the assembly steps. Second, it's complete. Everything you need to start is in the box, so you don't need to buy an extra SD card or an extra power source. It's already in the box. Third, it comes with 3 different lenses, so what you want to do, if you want to do biological slides, if you want to do soldering, if you want to do inspection, all the lenses are provided in the box. And then we have the build quality. I am satisfied about the build quality. It feels good. It just has enough clearance to slide easily over each other, and you can tighten the screws to secure them. Another pro is the lighting. Some people prefer a ring light, but I found that if you have 2 separate lights, you can provide, in some cases, some more shade or some other angles just to get things better in the image or better see or better do the inspection. Before we move on to the final and, in my opinion, the most important pro of this product, we have the provided silicone mat, and especially for the soldering use, it's a definite pro. The remote control is the most important thing in the package because you can focus, you can zoom in, you can record everything without touching the microscope and without ruining your footage. Now we have to address the things I don't like or could be better. Let's talk about this controller. In this price range, I expected something that you only provide power on one source and not split it outside of the device. Second, the base is sturdy, but if you knock your desk or table, you will see this in your footage. Time to give my honest opinion about this product. I like it. It does provide me with real nice footage and a good view of what I'm soldering and if I did a good job. I like the extension base because I can organize my parts while I'm doing my project, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it every time, because when you are doing a quick project, you just get the base, put it down, do your soldering and put it away again. All in all, I see the benefits and quality of this microscope. It's up to you if you want to have this one or its smaller brother. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next.